Today, I would like to begin with round 22. I will talk about the construction of the universe and the evolution as well as the development of all the things. There exist various cosmic theories, and after the elementary particles get together, a universe composed of stars as well as galaxies is born at last. Among alarmingly great number of cosmoses, there exists the central universe in the center of them, and nearly 49 times of 10 universes make a unit which is called the ablolutum. A universe is composed of the spirit and material, and all the things in the universe develop as well as evolve infinitely. Well, let's continue what we saw about last week. First of all, the theme of today begins with the following question. Third, from what place did we come here? What are we doing now? And to what place are we going now? I'll talk about the real face of the afterworld and the concept of God. First, universe and world after death. When we look at the innumerable number of stars at night, we feel awesome and mysterious at the brilliantly twinkling light. We are simply surprised at the deep and delicate face of the nature when we think that those large number of stars move in accordance with the natural law strictly, without colliding one another. What we know about the first environment of creation of the universe is the so-called Big Bang theory, which has become the general recognized theory in the world of the astronomy. The main point of the Big Bang theory is that the first original atoms exploded at one moment a long time ago, and it was the starting point of the universe, and the universe is spreading more and more widely now. Is the universe spreading infinitely? Let's think of how big the universe is, and let's consider the structure and number of the universes from now on. In my book, I wrote, in my book, The Heaven Where Our Spirit Stays, in Korean, 영원히 머무는 곳, written in 1993, I set up a hypothesis that the universe is not only one, but lots of them can make another large bunch of universes. Well, I do not have this book now. It is in the computer of the Central Library in Seoul. As this book was published a long time ago, they got rid of it and recorded the contents of it in the computer of the library. Well, anyway, surprisingly, I ascertained that this theory, that is, there are lots of universes, this theory was right when I read the book, The Pleiadian Mission, 대수의 사명, in which an alien woman named Semyaje, whom Billy Meyer, a Swiss, met, mentioned just the same facts concerning the number of the universes. In 1993, I did not read this book yet. In 1993, I did not read this book. And so when I read the book Pleiadian Mission later, I was quite glad, like the moment when Einstein's relativity theory was made public. I imagined that Einstein felt glad just as I was, as it may be the delight of finding a new truth. Then let's read what I wrote in 1993. It is in the book. It is said that scientists think of the structure of the universe in three ways. The first is the closed universe, the shape of a ball and the plus globe ratio, which repeats the expansion and contraction again and again. And the second is the open universe, the shape of a saddle, and the minus globe ratio, which expands infinitely. And the third is the even universe, whose expansion ratio approaches the point of zero, the shape of Euclid and the zero ratio. However, the idea of the shape of the universe has a limit, not overcoming the hypothesis, and therefore we do not have any theory which is universal and reasonable or appropriate. For the science of the earth has the limit of containing the scientific apparatus that cannot measure or watch the shape of the whole universe. In the modern physics, a thing can be split into more and more small particles, from molecule to atom, electron, neutron, quantum, elementary particle, 소립자 in Korean, elementary particle, and quark, lepton, etc. And theoretically, a thing can be split into minus 33 times of 10 of 1 meter. Again, let's think of the steps which become bigger and bigger, beginning with molecules. Things get together, and at last they make the Earth, the Sun, Venus, Mars, etc., which make the solar system. Lots of solar systems make the galaxy, and lots of galaxies make a bunch of galaxies. Presently, the astrophysicists understand that the universe has more than 300 to 400 billion galaxies. And this is the limit of the present knowledge of the astrophysics. Now let's think of my hypothesis of the universe theory, which is in my book, The Place Where Our Spirit Stays. 영원히 머무는 곳, the place where our spirit stays. Or another name, the principle of the transcendental religion. The following is the hypothesis of the universe theory. Let's think that there exists another universe different from our universe. Like this way, let's think of the existence of innumerable number of universes in the space. Then, lots of them get together to make a universe creature which is made up of a lot of universes. Let's suppose that the shape of the universe creature resembles human being. Then, as we think that this huge universe creature can move, we can presume that this creature universe can take 50 billion years moving on arm, 30 billion years moving on leg, etc. Then this great bunch of universes is not the only one living creature in the space, but there is a huge number of them again in the space, and they make a great bunch of universes. 초거대 우주 in Korea, 초거대 우주, ultra great universe. However, this is not the end. I think that this great universe is not the only one universe in the infinite space, but lots of great universes get together, and they can make a super great universe, etc., etc. And this process goes on in considerable steps further. Now we can suppose that the galaxy, which is a sort of cell in the universe, may disappear completely in the far future. In reality, scientists calculate the term between the birth and the complete annihilation of one galaxy for about 19 times of 10 years. Like this, we can think that after 50 times of 10 years, the universe can disappear entirely. Well, this is my hypothesis on the structure of the universe when I thought of it in 1993. And after several years, I came to understand that my hypothesis was right. How did I know that my hypothesis was right? A Swiss farmer met an Aryan woman who came from the Pleiadian star cluster in 1970s, and she told him a very surprising fact concerning the structure of the universe. The next passages are from her teaching, and I added some of my opinion to it. The theory of the Big Bang is one example. According to her explanation, the universe in which we live is only one of 49 times of 10 universes. These universes get together in one area to make a cluster of universes, which is called the ablolutum, and a great group of universes. What is interesting is that the universe sleeps like a human being. To sleep means to take a rest, and during the term of sleeping, the universe has no body made up of stars and galaxies, but only the mind or soul universe exists and it sleeps. It is known that the span of this term is nearly 4 trillion years. This mind universe is the God of the universe, as we call it, of course. Then, at a certain point, this soul universe began to mold the material universe after Big Bang. And so this universe continues to expand, formulating stars and galaxies on and on. However, the activity of expanding stops at a certain point at last, and it begins to shrink. Finally, when it comes to the last moment of contracting, the body or material of the universe disappears and only soul or mind universe remains, and it begins to take a rest again. There is a meaningful phrase, the human being is a sort of small universe. If this is true, then among the above-mentioned 3 types of the universe, the first hypothesis is that the universe is a closed universe, which is the plus curving ratio, the shape of a globe, is right at any rate. It is just the same as a man or woman sleeps and takes a rest at night after hard work in the daytime. The woman Aryan said that from the moment of the birth of the universe to the moment of the last disappearance of the whole shape takes about 311 trillion years. Quite surprising. And it is a sort of a nearly infinite time, not to mention a surprising or alarming span of time. Anyway, this is not the end of the universe activity. We are surprised again to know the fact that the universe continues to evolve infinitely. The universe is reincarnated like the humankind and accumulates its experience again and again. And after 7 times of reincarnation, this creative universe becomes an Ur universe, Ur universe, which is made up of only the genuine soul or spirit. The reason why the Ur universe is composed of only the spirits is that this universe does not need to experience the material world again. for it has accumulated quite a lot of material experience already. Is it the end? No. The old universe repeats its reincarnation 7 times again, and it evolves to be born into a completely new universe, whose name is the Central Universe. What I said up till now is the limit of the Pleiadian aliens' knowledge on the structure of the universe.